Good morning, everybody. Tell teacher Marcia, morning. Tell teacher Marcia. Morning. Hands off, bye.
Good morning, Shania.
Morning, Shania. Bye-bye. Very good. Who else want to try? Please sit properly, Michaela, Jada. Huh? Who else want to try? Listen. Be quiet and listen. Remember what teacher said? You must listen. You forget? What is it I asked some of you to do for me? The tables. Let me see who did their tables. Put your hands up. It was difficult for me to get him into a school because the public school wasn't catering for children like him. When it was time for him to go off to primary school, that's where I had a problem because school donation was too expensive for me as a teacher with the salary that I was earning. As a parent, it became frustrating.
My name is Marcia Smith. I am the founder of Gifted Hands Learning Center for Children with Special Needs. And through my last son, Jared, who's now 11 years old, he was first diagnosed with having signs of autism at 2. And at the age, it was not easy at first for me to accept all the things the doctor had said then. But I have determined within myself that I am not going to let his diagnosis keep him back or myself. So I went back to school, and from then I started learning more about autism and special needs. Jared is my inspiration into Gifted Hands Learning Center. And like I said, every day he teaches me something new, more and more. He's my tour guide because with autism, there's no two children that has the same disability. Tell him what's your name.
I'm Jared.
Jared what?
Smith.
How old are you, Jared?
11.
And when is your birthday? Can you remember that? When is your
August 4.
Good. Very good. And which class are you in now?
Grade 5.
Grade 5.
My son is now Adams. He's a seropositive case. He don't talk, he don't walk. But he understands everything. He do all his actions with his eyes. This is the first school I found. It's very interesting, very patient and everything. And this is the first school I opened to allow my child to come here.
As a parent dealing with Dequan, it's a challenge. The challenge is having to deal with him. And sometimes it's difficult, not able to understand him when it comes to his speech. Whatever, try to maneuver, whatever it is, feel it out and hear what he has to say. If I don't understand, I tell him to go and show me what is it he wants. And from there on, I will be able to, understand what it is.
From learning, you know that all disabilities are interconnected. One disability leads into the other. I've learned how to work with not only children with autism, but children who has varying disabilities from Asperger syndrome, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. But in every disability, there's 3 stages: mild, moderate, and severe. So It doesn't matter which end of the spectrum the child falls, I work with the child.
Miss Celeste Belgrave and Jewel Smith, and we usually have our talk, our little pep talk once a week. I know my teachers say, Miss, I am not you, and I will not be like you.
Miss, I can call the devil to play with you sometimes. You've got to answer. Yes, indeed.
Yes, so let me hear what, are you taking my advice? But you have to be you.
I'm trying, but sometimes it can be challenging. You get any seizures.
Okay.
Come.
I'll leave you, leave. No.
Try it. Put your hands up.
Just rub his face. Okay.
You can say what is happening. You can say what is happening with step.
All right.
Okay, step.
All right. You're going to be okay just now, right? Yeah. Sometimes when he gets a seizure, this is how it starts. So you use the sanitizer just to calm him, let him, because it has the alcohol fragrance, and it tends to give that calming effect. But his seizures comes differently. Bring around. All right. Okay.
And when you start coming,
Just keep it. Just keep it. All right. Okay. You're going to be all right. All right.
okay, Stefan.
Get the card. Get two papers. Take the paper from Jada. The paper from Jada. Borrow it. Just borrow it.
No,
Okay. All right, you're going to be all right. Come. Sit down. Come sit. Just funny. Just one of the challenges on one of many days. Come, go sit. Go and sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Turn your feet in. Good.
Miss Marcia has been helpful in so many ways that when the phone first came, he was a child who would never really sit one place for too long, but she was able to calm him down. And from the time she has him, I've seen great improvement with him.
And since he come in here the 2 years, I seen plenty much improvement, because he used to slant his head, now he's hold up straight. He used to drew a lot, but it eased in, and everything else he get in there. Is only now the walking and the talking. Even the talking and hearing sounds since he come in just for the 2 years. And hearing sounds, he sounds in the words. That's why I know with Marcy, I will see more improvement with her.
Normal pregnancy, normal delivery. I shouldn't say normal pregnancy. I had some issues. When I was 6 months pregnant, I found out that my husband, his girlfriend was pregnant too. And I'm not so sure, but I could remember clearly the day when I found out. I got very depressed, and When he was 2, I went to see a psychologist, and she said to me that, that when you found out, because the state of depression you went in, the baby brain stopped, which was Jared. And she said, you know, everything happens for the best. You did not had a miscarriage, but you have Jared to live and tell the story. Yes. Tell me how much you love Marcy.
Like, I think I would choose.
How much you love Marcy?
I think it's somewhere a T, but it's 1,000.
It's about 1,000. It's only 1,000 you love Marcy?
No, I think it's 9,000.
9,000? So it's plenty?
That's plenty.
That's plenty. Yes. His language of expressing himself. Jared is a late talker, but believe you me, sometimes I have to say, Jared, you know, if you continue like this, I will just break you in two. And the only reason why I don't want to break you in two is because I don't want to have to deal with 2 of you.
Are you?
It's my pool day, Thursdays. It's a form of aquatherapy which helps the child in stimulation. Some of the children learn to swim. I myself work with them. Sometimes I do have a professional swim coach with me to assist with the children along with my teachers. More and more as I work with children, I get to understand Jared more, or I get to understand the children that I work with more. So he is indeed my blessing. I never see him as anything else. You know, at first when I found out, yes, I cried, but something I was reading lately, and they said once you can tell your stories without tearing up or choking up, you know, you've grown. And still sometimes I do get sad because not looking at other children progressing, but sometimes I ask myself, without Jared, where would I have been? Not in a negative sense, but sometimes trying to understand or seeing my life, if I die tomorrow, what will happen to Jared? I think that's what chokes me up sometimes.
Blow your place.
That one was, even though I said you know, that one was a little tearing for me.
Our dream is for them to be accepted in society, because we don't always look at disability and shun them, people with disability and shun them. They're also a part of society. And she has gone a far way in promoting it.
There are lots of children in Guyana who have learning disabilities. I'm looking forward for the day where parents can send their children, whether it's to Gifted Hands or a school that caters for special education needs, where each child can learn and live to their full potential. Each child could become an asset to society. And society should cater for them. Society must cater for them under the Disability Act 2010. And my dreams and my hopes, not only for Gifted Hands, but for all the children of Guyana who has a learning difficulty, learning disability, physical, whether it be physical or mental, will not be where we are right now, but we will be in the ship sailing on, not only on the smooth sea, on the rough seas, in order to help the children of Guyana.
You dream of lands across the sea, but wait a while, Guyana child, in all the things you want to be. Let Guyana weave your destiny, your child. Guyana child, oh child.